I'm Nissa from Wild Earth Travel, and we caught up with Iceland ProCruises to find out a little bit more about their Iceland and Greenland small ship expeditions. Stay tuned to find out the highlights, itinerary, and pre and post tour options as well. But of course, if you have any questions, or for bookings, or for the latest in pricing, contact the team here at Wild Earth Travel. And enjoy!
Iceland ProCruises is a sister company of Iceland Pro Travel. We're operating cruises around Iceland since 2015. We are located in Reykjavik, Iceland, in Bruck, Switzerland, or also here in Hamburg, Germany. And we are an Icelandic specialist tour operator for cruises around Iceland and East and West Greenland. And our ship can be seen as a floating overnight hotel, which takes you to different places in Iceland and Greenland overnight every day. And that is just one of our advantage to book through us. We are a small ship, which creates a home feeling. So we have a maximum of 160 passengers, including the staff. The atmosphere is typical Icelandic. It's casual, it's closed, and there are always an Icelandic specialist to talk to. And we have special ports that larger ships cannot reach easily. So the cruises is off the beaten track. For example, tight fjords in Ísafjörður, or also the small island Flattery, which is also called the Puffin Island, but according to this, I will tell you more. And yes, we have direct contact to expedition team and tour guides. So the expedition team consists of Icelandic experts from Iceland or from German, who are living in Iceland for several years and have many experiences. Yes, the dress code is casual, so your clients can leave their dresses and suites at home. They are welcome to dress formal or elegant, for example, for our captain's dinner, but that is not necessary. Yes, and we offer different shore excursions for every taste and possibilities, like horseback riding, hikes, whale watching, city walks, or also quad tours. And now I would like to share you some expressions for that. There you can see the hiking in the West Fjords. And there is an image from our fun Zodiac excursions. So there are some information about that. They are free of charge, and they do not replace any shore excursions, and they do not collide with any shore excursions. So they take always place in different times. We are operating 1 to 3 Zodiacs tours per cruise, and they have a duration from 55 to 60 minutes approximately. And they are nice add on the day, so to say. And the Zodiac tours are also weather dependent. Yes, there are some expressions for our meals and beverages on board. So we offer lamb, fish, skyr, and we also offer buffets, for example, for breakfast, and for lunch and dinner, we serve in general a la carte. And you can also see some typical Icelandic beer tastes, and the brennivin, that is an Icelandic spirit made of volcanic water. And we also offer some Einstök, that is an Icelandic craft beer, which is very popular in Iceland. Yes, we also offer entertainment on board, which is very Icelandic. We offer dances and singings, and we also have invitations from guests to Greenland who like to introduce their dances. So that is very nice to see. And yes, now I would like to start with our Iceland circumnavigation that has a duration of 9 days. And there you can see our cruise status. So it operates from June to July. And there are some slight information about that. So the embarkation takes place between 4 and 5:30 p.m. And the embarkation ends at approximately 6 p.m. And the safety instruction has been made. The ship leaves Reykjavik around 8 p.m. And then is also time for dinner. The disembarkation takes place between 8 and 8:30 a.m. and at approximately 9 a.m. all passengers should be ashore. And we do also offer on embarkation and disembarkation date a free of charge luggage store at the pier from 7 a.m. to 6 a.m. so that the clients can spend the day in the capital city until the ship leaves or until the return transfer to the airport starts without the heavy suitcases. So that is a nice add-on. Yes, why is June and July the best period to travel? Iceland has a mild temperature during that date. So we need also to consider that the nights are nevertheless very cold. So that is an average of 5 degrees. But in Icelandic summer, we have 10 to 15 degrees. And we also have the advantage of the midnight sun during that month. During the typical evening hours in Iceland, it is light from May to August. And after the sun sets just before midnight. And the summer solstice is around 21 June. So at this time, our ship will probably at the third day in Húsavík. And during the summer months, the sea is also much calmer during these months, so storm or high waves cannot be ruled out, but the chance is lower. Yes, here you can see the itinerary of our Iceland circumnavigation. So we start in Reykjavik. Can you see this the scroll? I think so. Yeah, that is the start we are going to, and then we circle around Iceland for 9 days. And I would like to show you some expressions for that. So that is the start. And that is Anastapi. You can see that this is now in the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. And this picture was taken of the 6 hours bus tour around the peninsula. And this is Ísafjörður, that is in the West Fjords with the tight fjords where larger ships cannot be easily reach that fjord. So we have luck with our small ship. And in that destination, we offer bus tours that includes waterfall sightseeing or nature and culture of the West Fjords, which is always nice to see. And this is an image from our Flattery Iceland, which is also called the Puffin Island, which you can watch bird life, not only puffins, but only other birds. And that is one point we reach with a Zodiac. So that is not reachable by ship. That will be a Zodiac adventure. Yes, now we are going to Húsavík. Húsavík is in the north and we enter it on, oh, I'm sorry. We enter it on day 5 in the evening to day 6 in the early evening. So we have a larger stay there. And Húsavík is known as the capital city of Wales. And according to this, we are, of course, offering whale watching on rib or oak boats. On the picture, you can see the rib boat, but we are also offering it as an oak. So that is a traditional Icelandic boat. And we also offer flight about the highlands of the northern Iceland, also in Húsavík. With that excursions, we unfortunately have always some issues because it needs to be cancelled during too bad weather. So that is unfortunately not always guaranteed, but it's such a nice excursions, and we are always lucky when it's going to take place as planned. Yes, now we are entering Seyðisfjörður, which is in the east. There we offer also bus tours, natural beauties of the east, or also horseback riding. And this is Vestmannaeyjar, or also called Westman Island. And on the picture, you can see Heimaey, that is the main island of the Vestmannaeyjar Islands. And this is especially formed by volcano eruptions. And on that destination, we are offering ATV tours, and which takes, oh, I'm sorry, which takes 1 hour. And you can see stunning lava fields doing a reel of adventure. And another tour we are operating on that day is the bus tour Pompeii of the North. That is a guided tour where you can see volcano craters and houses have buried from the volcano eruption in 1973. On that date, luckily, everyone survived. But yes, you can also see the visit of the Volcano Museum Eldheimer. Yes, now we are entering our natural wonders and natural wonders of Greenland, which has a duration of 11 days. We have one date this year from July 19th to July 29th. And we also offer embarkation between 4 and 5:30 p.m. And the ship also starts at 8 p.m., so it leaves the harbor. The disembarkation is slightly different because we are offering a charter flight. The ship ends in Kangerlussuaq, Greenland, and after that, the clients can take a charter flight back to Iceland. And it starts approximately in the late afternoon. And the times are subject to change. I'm sorry for that, but we unfortunately do not receive the exact flight times from our airline yet. So we just need to wait. But it is approximately between 6 p.m. and 11:30 p.m. And we, of course, offer a free of charge luggage store also at the embarkation day. Yes, that is the itinerary from our Greenland cruise. So we start in Reykjavik and we are sailing the Denmark Strait to Amastagik Island. And when we finished in Kangerlussuaq, which you can see here, we would take the charter flight back to Reykjavik. Yes. And yeah, here you can see East Greenland. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm very sorry. It's early in the morning. Um, yes, we are entering East Greenland, so that is where I was. I'm very sorry. Yeah, Amastagik Island on day 3, so after 2 sea days. On that day, we're offering the Flower Valley hike or glacier walk or also an ice cave tour. There is our destination. And we're also visiting the capital city of Greenland, which is called Nuuk on day 7 in West Greenland, which you can see here. On that day, we're offering hikes through the beautiful Arctic landscape around Nuuk, and we also offer helicopter flights among the mountains. And you also have the chance to getting a special look at the Greenlandic life, so like traditions and culture. And you can also enjoy the company of Greenlanders over coffee and cake. Yes, that is Ilulissat on day 9 in the high west. So that is a picture made from our exciting ice fjord cruise. That is quite an unforgettable cruise among the icebergs of the UNESCO World Heritage ice fjords. And on that day, we also offer ice fjord sightseeing flights and an ice fjord kayak tour. Yes, now I like to introduce our third cruise option, that is Adventure West Greenland. That is a duration of 8 days, and that is very new in 2024. So we are operating that tour for this year for the first time. And the dates is from 29th July to 5th of August. And that contains a flight from Iceland to Greenland and back from Greenland to Iceland. So on the day of disembarkation, the charter flight times on 29th of July starts approximately at noon. And after landing in Greenland, the clients will be taken to the ship for the embarkation. And in the late evening, the cruise is going to start. And at the disembarkation date that approximately starts in the late afternoon, the clients will have a transfer from the ship to the airport in Kangerlussuaq, Greenland as well. And the charter flight times will take approximately in the late evening, so that they will arrive at 11:30 p.m. in Keflavik, Reykjavik. Yes, and that is the itinerary. We start in Reykjavik with a charter flight, as you can see here. But we like to operate the Adventure West Greenland in tighter fjords. So that is the adventure of that cruise. That is the difference of our Greenland cruise. So yeah, we are excited to see how the tour ruled out, and how our clients would like that. Yeah, that is the start. Yes. Yeah, now I would like to inform you about our included services. So for all our cruises, the included services are the accommodation in the booked cabin category, all meals on board. So that is breakfast, dinner, and lunch, and also coffee and cake in the evening if the clients like to. Also beverages like coffee, tea, and water, which is available 24/7 on board. Also the Zodiac excursions and the Icelandic English-speaking guides, and the onboard entertainment, the presentation, and the lectures, and also an Iceland ProCruise jacket, which the clients can be found in their cabin after their embarkation, and that is a gift from Iceland ProCruises to the clients. And these included services also counts for our Greenland and Adventure West Greenland cruises. But for Greenland, we additionally have included the transfers in Greenland. So from the ship to the airport in Kangerlussuaq, and also the charter flights after the cruise from Kangerlussuaq back to Keflavik. And that does also count for Adventure West Greenland. There we have 2 charter flights, which are also included, and the transfer from Greenland to from the ship. Yes, information that may be not included are tips on board. So that is optional. We always recommend an amount of USD 16 per guest and day, but that is not mandatory. Yeah, the optional shore excursions are also not included the price, but they can be booked in advance, and the billing is done on board in US dollars. And yes, and other information that are also not included are tips for bus drivers, local guides, I'm sorry, or personal expense. Yes, now I would like to inform you about some details of our Ship the Sea venture. So yeah, the registration is in Bahamas, the guests 164 maximum. It is an old ship. It is launched 1990, but it has renovated in 2020, so it's quite new renovated. Yes, and it has a high ice class, and it is in. I'm very sorry, and it is incredibly agile. So it is very nice for our tight fjords adventures during our cruise. And yes, this is our cabins. This is our cabin on category 1 in deck 3 with 2 portholes. It has a size of 149 square feet, and this is also the same size as cabin from category 2 to 5. Category 2 to 5 have picture windows instead of portholes. And the higher a cabin is located, the less you can feel the sea state. So that is the main difference of the cabins. And here you can see our balcony cabins in category 6 on deck 6. It also has a size of 194 square feet, and it is occupied equal as to category 1 to 5. The only difference is that this cabin has a large balcony, and that is located here, yes. And this is our suite in Cat 7, and in category 7 on deck 7, and we have 2 of them. And these cabins are much, have a size of 258 square feet, and they have a big balcony and a bathtub. Yes, that is our sun deck, also located on deck 7 near the streets. And yes, if the weather and the sea conditions permit, the pool can be used, but it is unfortunately not heated. And this is our restaurant on deck 4. Yes, we are general offer buffet for breakfast, and we serve a la carte for lunch and dinner. Yes, this is our Sea Breeze Lounge on deck 5. This includes a bar, and the entertainment is taking place there. And it can also be used for a relaxing afternoon if the clients have not planned any shore excursions. They can stay during the afternoon. Coffee and tea will be offered, and also piano accompaniment on selected days.